Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. There are some new trinkets that have been added to this universe online. Normally I do this a bit later, but where can you get those trinkets? You can get them from our friend Lobo over here, and he's in the destroyed Washington DC open world map. So let's take a look.
Pay up and there won't be any problems. Capiche?
So if you scroll all the way to trinkets, you'll see there's the Lexcore uplink device, there's the Henchman uplink device, Batbots Ulaf, there's the Red Lantern Core supply drop, Green Lantern Core supply drop, and Yellow Lantern Core supply drop. We are going to take a look at all of those, and you can see they all cost 50 death metal. So obviously you are going to need to play the various Dark Knights missions in order to be able to get the death metal coins you need to purchase those supply drops, or those trinkets I should say. We are going to take a look at those trinkets in just a minute, but a question that I often get is, Multiverse, I got the new Henchman uplink device, or I got the new supply drop, or the new Orbital Strike, and it does not work. Why is that? You have to activate your mainframe. Basically, if you go to your lair, every lair has something that is called the mainframe. So the first thing you have to do, you have to go to your mainframe, and you have to make sure that the cells in your generators are recharged. And then you have to go to your mainframe. In the case of the henchmen, you have to purchase backup 1, backup 2, and the boost. If you are a hero, the henchmen are called backup for some reason. But if you are an evil villain, you will see that the henchmen are actually called henchmen. The same for the Orbital Strike. You have to purchase Orbital Strike, the boost 1, and the boost 2 for the Orbital Strike. And the same for the supply drops. You have to get supply drop 1, supply drop 2, and the boost. For the boost, you have to pay, like you'll see there's 20 days remaining to my boost. You have to pay 7 source marks every 60 days in order to activate the boost. So you have to activate the cells in your generator, and you have to activate the boost. So you have to make sure to activate your mainframe and activate the various things you want to use in order to be able to use the Henchman, the Orbital Strike, or the supply drops. So let us start with the Lexcore uplink device. So we'll need the evil Deathstroke. Actually, we have Deathstroke and Nightwing. So we're gonna have to sadly attack the poor Nightwing to show up the Orbital Strike. So you can see there's a whole bunch of missiles that rain down from the sky. It's a pretty cool Orbital Strike. And next, let us try the Batbots Ulafs. Oh, and I forgot to put there we go, the Combat Parser. So one seems to stay at range. You saw the other two went into melee. They seem to use. I was going to say they seem to use and blasters, but there seems to be something else as well. You saw you threw some sort of bomb. So it seems to be a weird mix of and blasters and some sort of electric attack. And now they all went into melee for some reasons. And now let us take a look at the Green Lantern Core supply drop. Well, let's pull back a bit. It looks pretty cool. I'm almost happy to have waited a bit before doing this video because previously the emblems were kind of blurry on the lanterns, but now as you saw they were really sharp and really crisp. So next we will try the Yellow Lantern Core supply drop. So let's try it out. Pretty cool. I have to admit I was a bit desperate for some better supply drops, and this is a step in the right direction. And last but not least, the Red Lantern Core supply drop. It looks really cool. Sometimes they seem to focus a bit more on the Green Lantern, Yellow Lantern, and Red Lanterns, although we did get quite a few styles for the Pink Lanterns, or for the Ultraviolet Lanterns for that matter. Also, once you equip them on your character, they should get added to the vendor in your lair. Let's take a look. Oh, actually, I guess they were not added. So I guess you're gonna have no choice. You will have to purchase them for each of your character. Normally the supply drops, the Orbital Strikes, and the Henchmen would be added to this vendor. So you would be able then to use your shared bank to give them to every character in your account. But in this case, it would seem that you will have to purchase them from the vendor for every single characters that you want to use it with. Let's summon the Batbots, because why not? So they look pretty much like the Batman robots we got not too long ago with the wind matter layer. But as you saw, there's a little extra sound that gets added to them. So overall, it's some pretty cool looking Batbots. And if you've been meaning to create an evil Batman who laughs, are you going to need those? Those and the Dark Robins, I guess I would be torn. Do you use those? Do you use the Dark Robins? Let me know in the comment section down below. Although the Dark Robins are pretty expensive, so you might decide to get those if you cannot purchase the Dark Robins for some reasons. So there you go. So there's a few new trinkets that have been added to this universe online thanks to the next DLC, Dark Knights. The DLC obviously is on the test server right now. It will be on the live server in roughly 2 weeks, probably a week and a half as I'm recording this. And hopefully at some point they will add supply drops for all the Lantern Corps. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see for that. Oh, and let us summon our friend, the Batman, because why not?
Let's wake the dead.
Prove you are worth coming back for.